Ignite the spark within oneself to light the path of holistic health.
Hello and welcome to the Holy Health Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. Thanks for joining us today. As always, I'm joined here with the esteemed, lovely doer of all things, Amanda, my wife. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
What?
Just okay?
Yeah. I mean...
Anything to share, I guess?
Anything to share. We went to D.C. since we last recorded.
Oh, yeah.
And...
That was a blast.
We learned something. That learning is that I need to travel by myself.
Well, that's a pretty general
statement. Which
statement.
Is totally fine because I don't mind. I'm cool. I don't have to deal with anybody. I can do whatever I want. It's great. So, we learned that.
You don't get to blame somebody else for things.
All I wanted was some help with parking. It didn't happen. When you're driving in the middle of the city, that's frustrating. But, anyways, so we learned that. That was nice because that means when I go to concerts, I can spend twice as much money because I'm only buying one ticket. So, pit
Better
tickets.
make some money then.
Pit tickets, here I come, you know?
I don't think.
That's what I thought. I was like, well, next concert, I can shoot for the stars because I don't have to buy 2 tickets.
And I still think you need a buddy.
Why?
It's a strange world out there to send you out all alone.
I ain't scared. If somebody wants to take me, that's fine. They'll send me back real quick.
That might be true, actually.
But we went to D.C. We went to see My Chemical Romance. It was amazing as always. I rode that high. I mean, I'm still am, but it's wearing off slightly, so I probably need to go to a different one. Get it back. Get a hit.
It was a good show.
Oh, it was so good. I mean, we saw the same show that we saw last year. Almost to the day. I could do that annually for sure. I could do it weekly. Just like church. But
I definitely not, but from an art perspective, it's very good.
So good. Yeah. And the way that I don't know, the crowds, so since COVID, concert crowds suck, mostly. They are not what they used to be. And a lot of people talk about that. Ellie and I we talk about that occasionally. Like, pre-COVID concert, the vibe was totally different than it is now. And it's probably a lot of things, phones included.
Everybody has anxiety.
But at My Chemical Romance, both times I've went, that is not the case. It feels right.
It feels right.
It does. Like, the crowd is in it, you know? From the start. Like, they are there till the end.
Yeah.
Like,
diehards.
Think about when we went to see, like, AC/DC or Greta Van Fleet. Like, the crowds for that compared to, like, this one. Totally different.
Yeah, they're committed to the brand.
Yeah.
People are, like, in costumes and makeup and crazy outfits. I mean, you'll have that at any concert, but they, like, dress up in, like, certain themes that's, like, part of the show. They're, like, all about it.
Definitely. And I understand why, because it is fantastic. So now I'm obsessed with My Chemical Romance again, which happened last year, and will carry me through hopefully for a period of time. But I learned, so like they were in New York a couple days before they went to DC, and I have regrets about not going to New York because then I could have went to both. I was like, oh, why? Because last year I did the same thing with the shows from last year. I was like, oh, I should have went, but now I know for next year if there is one. But that was great. Loved it. We ate Ethiopian food, which is always a fun time because it's just different than what is around us. And DC, if you don't know, has the best Ethiopian food in the country. They have the largest Ethiopian population in the U.S. or something.
Really?
I think. Yeah. But they have great Ethiopian food there. So we got to branch out from pizza, Thai food, and burgers and French fries. So that was nice.
It is pretty good. I liked it. We did. Been eating a lot of vegetarian / vegan foods lately with you.
Yeah. I've definitely cut majorly back on the meat. Eat a decent amount of fish, which is fine. I'm cool with that. And I've been eating eggs. I go through spurts with that. But yeah, eating less meat has been great
For you.
for me. How's it for you?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I miss meat. I mean, I don't like miss it, but like I enjoy meat. I could eat meat every meal all the time. Doesn't matter to me, but I enjoy changing things up. I like variety, different foods. Like we use tofu a lot, tempeh, more tofu than tempeh.
Yeah, I cooked the tempeh today, and then I realized that there was salmon left over in the fridge, and so I put the tempeh in the fridge and ate the salmon. Because I was like, ew, it's going to get too old, so I'll eat the tempeh later. But we make tofu mac and cheese a lot.
That's a banger.
It is a banger.
That's a good one.
So you make mac and cheese out of the tofu and other ingredients. And
Organic tofu.
Yeah.
Has to be organic.
You don't want any GMO soy. But
no glyphosate.
But we also use brown rice and red lentil pasta to combine them to create a complete protein. So you have a protein.
There's a lot of amino acids in that meal.
A protein-packed vegan meal.
Plus a shitload of nutritional yeast.
Which also has a ton of protein in it.
And B vitamins.
Yeah. And I buy the nutritional yeast that doesn't have the synthetic vitamins added. It's like the whole food source.
The good shit.
But it's delicious. And it's like, feels like it should be unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's like, I feel like this is like I'm like at a Italian restaurant or something. Like, this should be, I should feel weighed down after this, and I don't.
Oh, yeah, because of the pasta.
The pasta, and there's no dairy in it.
Right.
Which impacts me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the tofu, when you make the mac and cheese, you blend it up to make the sauce. So you could essentially make tofu sauce taste however you want.
For sure.
Like you can make it taste like cheese. You could do a red sauce. You could do a white sauce. You could do a soy sauce. Like you could do any sauce that you could make. Just use the tofu, and then it's protein-based sauce, and like add it to your meal or whatever, and there you go. We make queso, right? We use tofu for that. No.
Cashews.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still pretty good.
Which we need cashews. I just thought about that.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, the queso is good too. But lots of options out there that are not super processed.
How do we start on that? Oh, eating Ethiopian food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, variety.
Went to protein options for dinner.
Yeah, because we sat down at the restaurant and you were like desiring meat.
Well, yeah, I wanted some meat with my what is it called? Jira?
Injera?
The thingy? Injera? Is that what it is?
Well,
the rolls, the spongy thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to stuff one of them full of meat.
And I was like, well, they didn't have any add-ons. It was like a thing. And I was like, you can't not eat meat for like one meal. Like, I think you're going to survive.
Oh, I was full. I was stuffed.
I
I was jamming it down.
We barely ate dinner.
What did we have?
Sweet green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Had to jam that down, too.
Yeah. Because it's like that weird thing where you're like, I'm hungry, but I'm not.
I'm going to be hungry later, and we can't eat later. So
and then I ate all night because we drove home from D.C.
And you almost killed us.
Why?
Well, you were falling asleep.
No, I wasn't.
Is that why we had to stop every hour?
Well, yeah, so that I wasn't falling asleep.
Right.
Yeah. Because he had work the next day.
I was snoozing.
So he fell asleep, left me to fend for myself, which is fine because it was perfect practice for when I travel alone. And I I took like a Sheets tour across Pennsylvania because we stopped like every hour. So stopped at like 3 Sheets, and I ate like a whole big bag of popcorn and drank a black tea at like 2 a.m. and all the things. But I made it. And I was glad. But then Lily wouldn't sleep, so I didn't fall asleep till like 6 a.m. or something.
It was a rough day for you.
It was a struggle, but it was worth it. So that's all I have to share because that was the most exciting thing that's happened to me for a while. Yeah. What about you? Any thoughts, any opinions, any perspectives?
No real updates on my end. Just living the dream over here, crushing it. Every day, just wake up, bliss. No, what else? Do I have any updates? I don't think. Just been chugging along, trying to maintain a good routine, living that healthy lifestyle, which kind of gets mundane, and I totally understand why people bail. Because, like last night, for example, was like later, and we still had to walk Lily. We got back, it's like 8:30, and I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I have to cook my eggs. I have to prep my stuff for tomorrow so that I can wake up and get ready to go to the gym and not take an hour to get out of the house. So, like, I had to do all these things still at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Still had to shower. So, it was like a lot. And I was like, this is annoying.
It is annoying. Speaking of, I don't think we updated, did we?
I don't know. What?
On how getting out of the house is going now that you're prepping in the evening.
Oh. No, I don't think we did. But yeah, it's going a lot better.
So a while ago, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about how you're slow and you can't get out of the house in less than an hour.
Well, it's not an hour, but it is more than what it should be.
A long time.
Over 30 minutes.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, why don't you just do everything that you possibly can in the evening? So you've been doing that, and
it's going well. I've been getting out of the house quicker.
Amazing.
Which has enabled me to start slipping on my alarm. So that I'm like, oh, I got everything prepped. I just hit snooze and we're good. And then I wake up and I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta go hurry up. So I've been noticing that too. Yeah. That happened this morning. Which I woke up like 4:45 and I was like, oh man, like, why'd I do that? So then I still got out of here by 5 or 10 after. I took Lily out too, so that was a lot. They usually take some time. So still got out of here in a decent time with all that being said. But yeah, it's a lot better to have everything prepped beforehand.
Definitely.
And I just kind of throw everything together, make my drinks, and I'm out. But yeah, a half hour to get out of here. More than that is too much.
For sure.
Yeah. Too many tasks in the morning when I'm like groggy and not awake yet.
Yeah.
And it's dark and I'm like, So the less that you have to do in the morning, the better.
Yeah.
For sure.
Agreed.
So that's been nice getting out, doing that. But yeah, totally understand why the strict healthy lifestyle is hard for people to stick to.
For sure.
It's super easy to slack off. It's super easy to like kick the can down the road. Like tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow.
It's just constant.
Yeah, and like at some point, it's just like you don't have to. You don't have to do it. There's nobody making you do it except for yourself. And for me, I can afford to skip some workouts. I can afford to not eat healthy for a few days. I can financially maybe not, because then I'd be buying shit at the store, which costs more money than me preparing healthy foods. But nobody's holding me accountable other than me to living the lifestyle. So if I'm just like, we'll skip today. We'll skip this week. I don't have to work out this week. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to cook my meals or whatever, I'll just buy food at Sheetz on my way to work, and that'll be my lunch, you know? It'd be really easy to do that.
Definitely. And it's very, like, attractive. Like, I think that's part of the reason that I'm miserable, honestly. Not because I can't go buy Sheetz food, but because I can't, because we have to prep and cook and tend health-wise to basically everything. And I didn't used to do that. Like, I would go to Clean Juice once or twice a week and get a salad and a smoothie and spend $25 on that, and, like, that would be my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't have to deal with, what am I going to eat today? It's just too much.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, for probably 5 years, I didn't really have to do that.
That's true. Yeah, it just kind of was there. You just kind of had to, like, kind of cook it.
Like, for me, everything was extremely convenient, and I didn't have to buy food.
Yeah.
I had no financial burden from food. I had a full-scale restaurant kitchen of healthy food at my fingertips. Literally, I'm in the kitchen working, and so I know how to cook everything. I know what to do. It's always there. I can always have it. If I'm not in the kitchen, I could place an order and get it and eat it pretty immediately, you know? So, like, I didn't have to have things prepped. Like, I wasn't doing that. I had the meal prep service where I did the work of it and sold it to people in, like, mass quantities.
But that was job. That was work.
Right. And I didn't really do that for myself. But now that I had to quit all that and get a job in the Matrix, now I have to do that for myself. So that makes a lot of sense. I didn't really think about that until now.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Like, 3+ years in of doing that for myself and having to go to a job every day and blah, blah, blah. So it makes sense that it's kind of gets old.
Definitely.
Gets old quick.
Yeah, and we, like, have our grocery budget or whatever. And, like, prior to us being together, I did not have a grocery budget. I just went and bought whatever I wanted. So I could buy the expensive, fancy schmancy things that provided convenience and quality.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't buy those things because they're expensive and we're on a budget.
Right.
So that, like, lessens my options of convenience and ease. Which then makes me eat dumb. Or not at all.
Right. 'Cause it's a lot of extra. You can't just go get something.
Yeah. Yeah, like today for lunch, I was going to have, like, an egg sandwich. Because I've been doing that lately. So I open this fridge and there's no eggs. There's one egg. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So I go to my parents and look for eggs, and they have no eggs. Because they have chickens. And I'm like, well, great. Now what am I going to do? So I look in the fridge, and there's tempeh. And I was like, well, I can cut that up. I literally cut it up and threw it in the toaster oven. Didn't do anything to it. It's naked. I just threw it in there.
Ew. No salt?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I just threw it in. I'm just surviving over
Just
here.
in disgust.
I'm surviving.
Ew.
Well, then I'm looking in the fridge because I'm like, what am I going to eat this tempeh with? And I, like, have an aversion to leftovers. Like, if they're over, like, a day, 2, depending on what they are, old, like, I just can't anymore. I don't know what it is. So
I throw away a ton.
Well, you can eat it.
Food.
You can eat it. I'm not eating it. So there's salmon in there and cauliflower, and I was like, well, I'll eat that. So I eat it cold while the tempeh's cooking, and then I took the tempeh out and put it in the fridge, and that was what I ate for lunch. Surviving.
So, what do you think the message is here of this issue that we're talking about?
You have to figure out a way to make as much money as you can to live the lifestyle that you need to live. That's the message.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Or the message is suck it up and do what you gotta do. Those are my messages.
Yeah, which takes what?
Discipline. Preparation.
Yeah.
Suffering.
What's the word for doing something even though you don't want it to? Is that discipline?
Probably. That's what I would say.
Mental toughness?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just have to put your feelings aside and do the thing.
Right. Because you know it's good for you. You can think logically.
Yeah, I mean, that's most of my day is that. It is. I'm like, oh, I get to do this. I don't want to, but I know once I do, I'll feel better. And I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with working out lately. I'm like, oh, God. And then I do it. I'm like, I love that so much.
I mean, when I was depressed and stuff, like apathy is like the worst thing ever because even the things you know you like to do, you don't want to do them.
Yeah, I mean, that's me. Totally.
Yeah.
All the time. And it has been for a long time. I don't even remember the last time it wasn't. Do you? For me.
Well, you said you had like a month or whatever that was good.
Well,
and
I
then...
guess, but prior to that. So, like in January, amazingly, December, January, I was like, everything's getting better.
I don't know, when you did 75 hard and when we first met, you didn't seem to have any problems. And then when we got married, all these problems started to appear.
So it's been about 4 years. Oh, wonder where the problems came from.
Not me. Right. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like personal issues.
Yeah, right. But, so 4 years of apathy, going strong, probably.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
That's probably one of the hardest things that I've had to figure out mentally is like that apathy.
I mean, I'm not even
Apathy's
trying to figure
tough.
it out anymore. I'm not trying to figure any of my mental things out. I'm just surviving. I'm just like, it is what it is. It'll change when it changes. I can't change anything. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's kind of
kind of how
the
it is.
situation you're in.
Yeah,
It's a shitty one.
definitely. So,
Which takes resilience and mental toughness and discipline to try to get through that. A lot of logical thinking, using your logical brain of like talking to yourself about things even though you don't feel it.
yeah, like I said, that's pretty much my entire day. It's probably why I'm so exhausted all the time, partly.
Oh yeah, your mental load is
Like,
ridiculous.
I am like tired all of the time. Like I like sleep later now than I ever have. Like on the weekends, I could like sleep till 9 o'clock, which is like unreal to me. I'm just like sleeping. It's not normal for me, but it is now.
So as cliche as it sounds, the number one way to change your life and to live the holy health lifestyle is to have discipline.
Definitely. Without it, I mean, I don't know what I would do. Lay on the couch all day.
That is
Not work out.
the bedrock of pretty much anything in life that you're trying to achieve or do or maintain. It's like a high standard. If there's high standards in your life, usually underneath that is discipline.
For sure.
Like in any way, shape, or form. And that's why a healthy lifestyle kind of connects to every other part of your life too. If you can like plant a flag in taking your personal health seriously, usually there's a trickle down effect of like, oh, because I'm taking care of myself, I feel better. So that means I'm happier, which means I am better company to be around. And my relationships are better. My work life improves. And oh, hey, maybe I'm getting my finances in order. Or maybe I have more time to do things that I actually enjoy. I finally read that book that I wanted to read. You know, the list could go on of like the things that can connect back to the center, which is health. Health is always what we believe here is the center of your life. It's the most important thing. Health, everything else kind of connects to that. It's number one priority. Um, what would be another way to change your life?
I would say like having like a mission or like a goal. Like setting goals.
Goals are great.
Personally, professionally, whatever. Because once you have the foundation of discipline, then you can set goals and you can actually work to achieve them because you have discipline to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives you a sense of purpose and like kind of propels you forward like on whatever path you're on.
Yes, love that. Very important. And with that, I always like to kind of go deeper. And yeah, goals are great. Everybody loves to talk about setting goals and everything, but what does that mean? If we really think about it, you can have this thing in your mind of like, I have this goal to lose 20 pounds, we'll say. Or I have a goal to get a new job, or I have a goal to anything. You can say that in your head and it can just exist up there. And that can work for a lot of people. It can work for a little bit of time. But when that really hard day comes and that goal has only ever existed in your mind, it's super easy then to just slide, to just let things slip. Because it doesn't really exist yet. It hasn't manifested into your life yet. It's just exists in the mind. So it's kind of invisible. Nobody really knows. You don't look at it every day. You don't see it. It's just like, who's going to know if I eat this donut? It's just one donut. Who's going to know if I go to bed or scroll on my phone instead of reading up on my next project that I need to learn about or whatever, That's why it's super important to write things down. And because we've done this a lot, we write things down. We've done the New Year's things, and we've said, we're going to do this. And then we close the notebooks, and then they get put away. And it's basically just like a journal entry, and you put it on the side, and you don't look at it again. And when it comes to like really changing your life, one of the most important things that I did that was kind of about my physical health, but more so like spiritual, mental health, was I wrote a letter to myself. And I think that is like the pinnacle of, if I could go back and think about it, that's it. Of what made the difference in, frankly, stop watching porn and basically becoming a new man. And it was that. I wrote a letter to myself and I said all the things that I feel now and I don't want to feel them, and how I want to be remembered, and what kind of man do I want to be, and listed out all these things in this letter. And the idea of it was like, if I'm starting to slip or have these thoughts again, I can refer back to the letter. I can reread the letter. Like, okay, I remember why I'm on this path. This letter is the remembrance of why I'm on the path. And I think that's super important and can be added. I mean, that's kind of a goal. That was a goal, right? I wanted to not watch porn again. Wanted to end it right there. And essentially I did. Slipped a few times over the past, how long has it been? 6 years? Yeah, 2026?
Yeah.
So yeah, 6 years. I had a rough year one year. Had a few slippages. But other than that, been completely clean on that end. And so yeah, I think it worked. I think it worked pretty good.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. But that would be my big recommendation when it comes to like goal setting or anything close to that. of like writing things down and being extremely intentional to like who you want to be. What is this goal for? Like, why am I doing this goal for a vanity purpose? Is it for other people to recognize me, or am I doing it for me? I think would be the intrinsic motivation versus extrinsic.
Definitely. Yeah. I agree. I think that's a good one. Don't throw your letter away, though.
I did do that. That was dumb.
I know.
I thought it was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't need this anymore.
You moved on, yeah.
Which I didn't. I don't need it, but I think it'd be good to have it as like a memory, you know?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to like have.
Definitely.
But it's gone.
Yep.
Bummer. So that's discipline. And I guess I would say that's goal setting with integrity.
I would say integrity needs its own pillar.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I guess that's probably a good idea.
Put it next.
Yeah. So.
Number 3
is having integrity.
There you go. Do you have anything to expand upon with that?
Do you? I was just talking for a while, so you can jump in.
I think with this, it, like you said, like if you plan to run a marathon and it's week 4 and it's snowing outside and you have to run 6 miles or whatever it is, and you're like, I don't want to go, or maybe I'll just do 3, or maybe I'll skip this, or maybe I'll do it Saturday, or, you know, whatever. Like, if you're trying to make excuses, I think that's where the integrity piece comes in, because it's like, yeah, nobody's going to know that you skipped the run, but you're going to know, and then that's going to be, like, that's going to create, like, a snowball effect of, like, well, if you skip one, then it makes it easier to skip another one, or it makes it easier to shorten your miles on the next one. And so having that rock solid integrity of like, I told myself I'm doing the thing, unless your foot's falling off, like, you go do the thing.
Facts.
Which is where the discipline and the goal setting come into play, because it's like you have the discipline to remember the goal, and then the integrity helps you to follow through. Like, the integrity and the discipline, like, go hand in hand.
Oh, for sure.
They're like brother and sister.
Yes.
Like, you need both.
Yeah, I would say integrity and discipline are the bedrock of life changes. If you don't have those, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
And that could be said for even like addictions, like if you're trying to rid yourself of addictions and drug addiction, whatever it may be, those are the two things that makes the difference, is integrity and discipline. Yeah, I mean, you can have one without the other, to some degree. You can definitely have discipline without integrity, for sure. I don't know if you can have integrity without discipline. It's kind of, guess you could, but it would be hard. I was going to say something about integrity. What was I going to say? Andy Frisella gives the analogy of discipline being like an axe or a muscle. And if you don't exercise a muscle, it doesn't get bigger, and it doesn't grow, and it doesn't get stronger. If you don't sharpen your blade of your axe, it starts to get dull. That's discipline. And integrity combined with the discipline is you doing the sharpening. It's maintaining that muscle of discipline because you have the integrity as your base. And since you know that that is true, that's how you get through that. It's like, oh, I'm starting to slack off. I can see that, like what did I just say earlier about my alarm? I'm prepping all this stuff. I have the discipline in the evening, right before bed, of prepping all of the shit that I need to do in the mornings. And then I'm starting to slack off on my alarm. Like, I snooze that. I can get an extra 10 minutes because I did all that stuff. So I can see, because I have the integrity as my foundation of, why am I slacking on that? Why did I hit the snooze button? I don't need to hit the snooze button. Like, keep the blade sharp. Like, the integrity allows me to check, oh, my blade's starting to dull. Like, why is I got a nick in my blade? Let me get my knife sharpener out and let's flatten that back out, because we don't need to do that. That's ridiculous, you know. So that's what I was wanting to say. Is that analogy of, it's like a muscle or it's like a blade, and you got to continue to sharpen it. You got to continue to work it. If you don't, it doesn't get stronger. It gets weaker, and it will get dull. It will rust if you don't work it. It goes away.
Yep.
It has to be constantly maintained. And so does integrity to some degree, because integrity is kind of like a day-to-day thing. It's like constant, where you can easily slack on your integrity and nobody can know, because you could lie to yourself and all the things. So that you can maintain your integrity constantly. But the discipline, I feel like you would have to go out of your way more so to maintain discipline. Like, you actually have to do tasks that are hard.
I think discipline's easier though.
You think?
I do.
Why?
Because I feel like the discipline is like you said, the discipline kind of comes before the integrity.
Okay. Like, you can have discipline in other areas of your life.
So,
what
like,
you're saying.
I can prep the night before and I can snooze my alarm. So, like, I'm disciplined. I guess then you're not disciplined in the area of getting up, but, like, it's like, depending on your intention, I guess, would depend on which one is falling behind. Like, I could be disciplined enough to go for my run to train for my marathon, but instead of running my 6 miles, I only run 5 or 5.5 because I'm cold or wet, or I just don't want to do it.
See, I feel like integrity is more holistic. It's kind of like the holistic approach to changing your life. Like, there's no better word to describe how to be a better person than having integrity.
Yeah.
Like, follow through with what you say. And that's things you tell yourself, things you tell other people. You're accountable to you, and other people can count on you if you have integrity. And that's super important.
Definitely.
But
yeah. What's next?
Let's see. So, was that 3? We have 3. So, next, I would say, with changing your life, I was going to say making a decision.
Isn't that goal setting?
Choosing. Kind of. What else?
I have one.
Okay.
Having fun.
Having fun.
Because you can be disciplined with the greatest integrity and setting goals, but if you're not having fun, what's the point? You could be miserable.
Get down with that.
You
I
could
like
be
that.
totally miserable.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I achieved everything, but I haven't had fun in 10 years. Well, what's the point then?
I hear that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot too with, this is quite the sidebar, but young athletes who are playing all the sports in high school and they're doing well. They're not going to be the next Tom Brady or anything, or even close to that. They probably won't play in a Division I college, and they definitely won't go on to be professional in any sport, but they're super active in their sports life. They're training hard. They're doing all the things. and everyone's telling them how great they are and that they're going to be the best and they're going to go D2 and blah, blah, blah. It's like, are we still having fun now? You know, like, are you still having time to be a kid? Because I see a lot of parents, they want their kid to be the next Bo Bassett. Who, if you don't know who Bo Bassett is, he's like a prodigy wrestler who's like, I think he's 18, young kid, 20 maybe. He's like conquering the world because he's like so good. He's been wrestling since he was probably 2 years old, you know, and it's just been like constant. And that's what everybody sees that. And like, well, that could be my kid. And then they like send their kid to every camp and they travel everywhere and do all the things, and it's constantly, it's great if that's what the kid wants to do and it's fun for them, but if you're forcing it on them, I don't think that's very fun. But I don't know. I think about that, the fun aspect, a lot in those ways. Like when you're young, and yeah, everyone, like I had aspirations to be a professional athlete. Like I loved sports. It was like it still is my favorite thing to do. If I could wake up tomorrow and someone was like, "Hey, we're just gonna pay you to like work out and train and play sports," I'd be like, "Where do I sign?"
That's
You
called
know,
being an influencer.
let me sign the papers now. I'll do whatever you want. You know, like I would love that, and I aspired to do that, and I think like to some degree, I mean I still had a lot of fun, but I guess like my critique of my experience would be the adults that were around in that time, because I always said about I wanted to be like I wanted to play. One year I wanted to play soccer and football. The same season, they contradict each other. You can't really do both in most high schools. But from a small school, should have definitely been able to do that. But it was extremely frowned upon. You can only do it if you get the good graces of the football soccer gods and you're blessed and it's approved and the coaches love you or whatever. That wasn't me. Um, but yeah, I wanted to do both, and I was good at both. I could play both, and football like required you to fucking practice every day for 2 hours, and you do the same stupid shit every day. And I don't know. I just thought that it would have been way more fun if I could have done both, but the strictness of the coaches was like a lot, and I always find that to be interesting. Of like, are we having fun, or is football going to be like our ride or die life experience? You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
why adults need to have more fun because they place the fun sucking onto the kids and they suck the fun out of the kids because they're sucking the fun out of themselves. So, adults need to have more fun.
Yeah, I think it's great because that can instill into somebody a lot of great characteristics, right? If you have a really great football coach, and you look up to them, and you had to do all of these things and do all the practice stuff and be super disciplined and blah blah blah, like that can really create a strong man and to enter the world. Um, but there's some cons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, back to the path. I agree with having fun. I think that's great because like I every Monday I find it interesting within myself because most people hate Mondays, right? It's like, the weekend's over, gotta go back to work. I don't want to go back to work. Blah blah blah. But like for me, I've always liked Monday because I'm like getting back into like a routine because my weekends are pretty sporadic. Like, we do random stuff. We take care of Lily. We hang out. Like, I'm not busy. I'm not, like, busy working all day. I'm just, like, kind of doing whatever. So my routine is kind of off for 2 days. So then once I get back to a routine, I'm, like, happier. Like, I'm like, oh, it's Monday. Like, by Sunday, I'm like, sweet, I get to wake up tomorrow and, like, go to the gym. Like, I look forward to that. So, like, if that wasn't the case, then it would be a lot harder to cook the food for Monday and to prepare the breakfast for Monday and to do all the things that I need to do for my week if it wasn't fun. It'd be a lot harder.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, it has to be something that is worth doing. Like, you have to have some type of enjoyment. Because I think about your mom too in this situation, where she goes in these spurts of working out, and she like dreads it and dreads it and dreads it and puts it off until 9 p.m. and then like does it super fast and whatever and gets it done, and then we'll do that consistently for, I don't know, a few months, and then something happens and then that's goes to the wayside. And it's like, oh, I need to get back to doing that again. I need to get back to doing that again.
Well, I don't think she enjoys the workouts she's doing.
Right. She doesn't enjoy the exercise.
It's like for me, if I went to the gym with you every morning, I'd be like, ew. But if I can go out onto the porch and do my things that I do, I'm like, this is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why it's important to self-discover into things that you actually like doing.
For sure. And I think extending out of like the exercise and health and fitness space is like having actual fun outside of that. Because what I see in the wellness space online is like everybody is so serious about health and wellness now.
I know, yeah.
It's like so rigid. And it's like, you need to go to a My Chemical Romance concert and drive home until 4 a.m. and drink some caffeine and stare at blue light all night long. Like, you need to have that type of fun. You know? Like,
Yeah.
you need to go do something outside of your normal health and wellness lifestyle. Blocking blue light.
Drink some tap water.
Perfectly balancing your blood sugar. All, like, blocking EMFs. Like, you need to get out of that and go have real fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. I mean, that's partly why I think about, when I've talked about this on the show before, it's like the sober thing. Where it's like, is that something that's super rigid for good things? Or, you know, is there more, could I have more fun if it wasn't that way?
I think you can have fun sober. I think that you're just looking for an excuse to not be sober.
I don't think so. I mean, I've always had fun doing stuff.
We've already established this.
Yeah, I know, but it's still lingering.
Well, yeah, because you're an addict. You want that high. You want that thing.
Yeah, but again, it's like, if we go back to the fun conversation, like, yeah, you can have fun without the substances, but sometimes the substances make it more fun.
Yeah, and that usually, if you're somebody who has problems with addiction, leads to lots of not fun in the future. Plus, I think people need to figure out how to have actual fun without substances. Like, if you can't have fun without substances, you're boring.
I mean,
Like,
I wouldn't say that.
You've got issues. I would. If you cannot have fun without drinking or smoking or doing something, you have issues and you're boring. You either have a confidence issue, self-esteem, like something is off because you can't have fun without altering your consciousness.
Right. That's,
like, you have an issue.
That's more accurate.
Like, if you can't have fun without that, then you're boring. You have problems.
Well, I wouldn't say boring, but I would say, like you said, there are probably some mental blockages happening.
Which makes you boring. It's not
Why
like
does it
you're
make you
boring
boring?
forever. But in that moment, if you can't exist without the substance to have a good time, boring.
I mean, you can still have a good time, but not have a great time,
I guess.
you know?
I
Because I feel
guess.
like there's, I don't know, there's levels to fun.
Definitely.
Defining the word fun is extremely hard.
Definitely. Marathon running is fun. Concerts are fun. Going to an arcade is fun.
Yeah, like you use the word fun
Swimming
extremely.
in the ocean is fun.
Like you use it for everything.
Well, it is. Hiking mountains in 100-degree weather is fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I use that word as much as you do.
Because you're not fun.
What is this? I think I'm pretty fun. If you ask most people that are around me, I think they would say that I'm fun.
I'd hate to hang out with them.
I know you don't think so, but I'm hilarious. I always make people laugh.
There are definitely different levels of fun. I'm talking about like instant gratification fun. Like I said, going to a concert and like having fun. Staying up late, having fun. Like doing something out of your normal and having fun. Going to mini golf or go-kart racing or something, like doing something weird. Playing video games, like have fun.
Yeah, put it on the calendar. Schedule it in.
Yeah.
Be like, we're going to do this thing.
Because a lot of people seriously can't have fun. I have an issue with having fun a lot of the time. Like, I feel guilty. I'm like, I'm wasting time. All of that. Like, especially if you're like a disciplined person, like having fun feels not right. You feel like you should be productive.
Oh, I feel that way all the time.
Exactly. So like having fun and being able to actually have fun is important.
Yeah, like when we were at the concert and I was just standing there.
You're like, I'd rather be at work. And
I was listening.
got mad.
Just listening to their music. And I was like, just observing everybody there.
Having fun. And
I was like, I could be doing so many things right now that would be better than this. Like productive wise.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I always think about like back to the business days, my glory days, where I was like always thinking about the next thing or like doing things that were actually productive and like moving the needle of success on a daily basis. Of now like not having that, not having the purpose and the mission and the drive to something greater. Now it's just like you got to get through the day of the Matrix, and then you have another day, and then it's like, but yeah, I'm always thinking like, well, I should be doing this, or I could be doing that.
Yeah.
Instead of standing here. I shouldn't be here. I should be somewhere else.
Yeah, like we spent the day in DC, and he's like, I'd rather be working, and I was like, okay.
Well,
glad
in context,
you want to have fun with me.
In context to that comment, we were at a museum that was extremely lackluster of why we wanted to go there in the first place. And then we didn't know what to do. And we were just sitting there figuring out all the things that we could do. And there's parking. And we had to go here and walk there. And what do we do? And you said that. And I was like, I would rather be at work. Because we were sitting doing nothing in a boring museum.
For like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that was the context.
Okay. Number 5.
Number 5. Don't be a bitch.
Which makes you actually, make your husband's life even more miserable.
Why?
Just because of his comments.
Oh. So, how to change your life in 5 easy steps. Have integrity
easy
and discipline.
is the key word. Not being a bitch is not easy.
You can wake up tomorrow and do this, and it's
you're gonna
cakewalk.
Yeah. Number 5, you got one?
I would say I'm thinking about,
I have one.
I was going to say people.
Community?
Mm-hmm.
I was debating between that and boredom.
Boredom.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
We need to be bored. Boredom sparks creativity, sparks ideas, sparks connection to everything around us. We are always scrolling, always listening to podcasts, always consuming something. We're not bored enough. If you're bored, you get clarity, you figure your shit out, and you are more regulated. You have more space in your life. Like, we need to be bored.
I would say that is connecting to nature.
Could be.
That's what I would put that under.
Or like today, like I was going to do something and I'm like, no. So I like literally sat and thought about my life and just like sat on the couch for like 20 minutes, which could have been longer, but I'm working on it. And I was just like thinking and being bored. I was like, I want to do something. I'm like fidgeting. And I was like,
Right.
no, I need to be bored, because I like had this thought that I wanted to follow through with. So I started to do something else. And then I was like, no, I don't want to let that thought go. I want to follow through with it. So I boredomed myself. And then I started to write about it and like kind of get clarity on it and what it actually is and where I want it to go and blah, blah, blah. Boredom.
Good.
But nature's great too.
Connecting to nature, I think, would be in that category. Because if you can connect to nature and sit in silence and peace and observe and get grounded and get sunlight, go outside, go for a walk in silence and just think about nothing or do nothing and connect to that time, that's going to be extremely helpful in a journey. Self-regulating, nervous system, getting that sunlight, that's like super, super beneficial for your health, which would kind of amplify everything else.
Easy breezy.
Yeah, but the boredom thing's funny because we don't really think about it. We think about boredom as, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to pull out my phone. Like, oh, I have 30 seconds. Let me check my apps. Let me check my notifications. It's like, that's not being bored.
No.
That's occupying the space of boredom with basically
A stimulus.
pointless stimuli. So if we create a vacuum, which would be boredom, and kind of see what springs from that vacuum, then we can be like, oh, I can think straight.
Yeah.
Like, I do have ideas. I am creative. Or like, I haven't talked to that person in a while. I wonder why I'm thinking about them. You know? There's so many things that could come through you when you are being bored doing nothing.
Yeah.
And just existing in space and time.
Yeah, like I went to the dentist the other day and I'm sitting in the waiting room and there's 2 other people in there waiting and they're both head down scrolling. And I'm like looking, I make a conscious effort when I'm in a waiting room or something to not be scrolling. Like I don't take my phone out. So I'm like sitting there waiting, I'm like looking around, and I'm like, what did we used to do when we were in waiting rooms? And so like I thought back to being a kid and like going to the doctor. And like it felt like a billion years that you had to like wait to be seen. And like they had magazines. And so like you flip through a magazine and then like you're done flipping through it and you're bored again. And like so like it was just like a slower burn of like boredom, I guess you could say. But yeah, like I noticed it at the dentist. I'm like sitting there and everybody's scrolling and I'm just waiting. And then I went to a different appointment and there were 3 people sitting and waiting and they were all head down scrolling. And I'm like sitting there and I was like I'm like shaking my leg. I'm like picking at my fingers. I was like very anxious just sitting there waiting. But I was like, I am not taking my phone out. I am not doing that. I am waiting and being bored. And that's what I did.
Anything come from that?
Not really. I mean, and that's the thing. It's not always going to. But sometimes it will. Sometimes it won't. Yeah.
I've been thinking about, I mentioned to you, about meditation practice.
Yeah.
Starting that again.
Yeah. Mine mostly comes when I'm moving. So like walking or something like that. And I find that then if I sit with it, so like if the idea drops in while I'm in some type of movement, then I can sit with it, and that's easier to kind of be with that boredom than like, I'm just going to sit here. But I would like to get better at just sitting here. We used to meditate every single day together.
Yeah, I had some cool things happen when we were doing that,
That
too.
was like a long streak. We made it a long time. We didn't even live together or anything, and now we do, and we do not do that together.
No. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing that again. So we'll see.
Cool. So 5 pillars: discipline, goal setting, integrity, fun, boredom / nature / community. Maybe.
So 7.
I think those are good though.
I would say so.
I think some of them are, alternative. Like having fun. Like everybody hears about the goal setting and discipline and integrity. But like having fun and like being bored and like putting all of that together, I think is magical.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely the holy health way.
There we go.
That's what we do here. We change things up. We are alternative.
We do things differently.
As you say.
Yeah. Anything else? Any closing thoughts?
No, I think those are some good things to think about and process and live by. Even if you don't want to like create some crazy change in your life, you don't necessarily need to kick an addiction or whatever. These are still good things to live by, just to be a good person and to be somebody that other people want to be around.
And to be somebody you want to be around too.
Right. Because then if you want to be around yourself, then you have less of a motivation to seek other things like scrolling or not being bored. Because you want to occupy that space because I don't want to sit with my own thoughts.
Definitely.
Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah. That's what's up.
Leave us a rating and review. Share the show with somebody that you know that could benefit from hearing this. And with that, we will talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye. Fall. Let it go. Fall, not B-A-L-L. F-A-L-L. F-A-L-L.
Gotta get these sides to grow though. They're super.
Hi, sweet angel. I love you.